girls that were in Ventura.
Okay, yeah, because
Take a picture of me.
no, I'm not taking a picture of you. No, I'm sorry about that. Okay, okay,
And this is
it was too hard to start the message. My message stopped the video really quick, but we're going back over again. I'm sorry. So you must be sponsored by a bloodline relative, correct?
This must be sponsored
For Rainbow Girls.
by a Mason.
By a Mason. A Mason? A male?
This you have to have a direct bloodline to there.
Yes.
This you have to have a direct bloodline to there.
Yes.
Rainbow Girls, you only need to be sponsored.
Okay, so sponsored is, how do you get sponsored?
That Mason says, I vouch for her to join Rainbow Girls.
But it has to be either an Easter Star or a Mason?
I think it's only a Mason.
It's only a Mason male.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't know. Because
that's what you recall, though.
Right.
How did you get it? It was a male that had to sponsor you?
No, well, because my dad was a Mason.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I just didn't join
Job's Daughters. I know that.
They wear, like, robes.
Yes.
And this is formal.
Formal, like dining Italian, like the prom stuff, like prom. Yeah, like prom. I remember being like prom. That just
seemed a lot more interesting to me.
Well, yeah, because I remember it was like dances and stuff like that, and they had bands
too. But Job's Daughters was much more.
But I remember you talking about.
I didn't like Job's Daughters, and they were very. There's a lot of competition between these two.
Well, I'm sure because they want to get up there.
Well, it's just a lot of competition.
Well, because of the age.
Better.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Job's Daughters, you have to be a bloodline. Rainbow Girls, you only have to be sponsored. So we were kind of like the stepchildren.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you joking me?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you're telling me to be in Job's Daughters, even if you get sponsored by a Mason, you cannot be in Job's Daughters if you're not a bloodline directly of Mason, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Wow. So you could even be in that organization. So it's all about bloodlines. It just has
to be a bloodline.
No, it's bloodline.
Father, grandfather, uncle.
That is in a Mason. That is already a Mason. That has been Mason. That the bloodline has been Mason one time.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know if they have to be.
And wait, hold on one second. I want to ask you one more question. I remember you saying something about you doing secret rituals at Rainbow Girls. And you were 11 to 18.
Everything was secret.
I know it was. But what?
But the secret wasn't ritual.
I know. I want to understand what the secret is. Like, what? I know. But was it songs? Were you doing was it praising stuff? Like, what? I don't understand.
All of this stuff is all based on the Bible.
Yes, I know. And tell me, what was the one thing about you told me the other day about you have to be a Christian to be in it, and you can't be Muslim and all that stuff?
Well, because you have to believe in the Bible because it's based on the Bible.
Yeah.
Muslims don't believe in the Bible.
Yes. And about
Buddhists don't believe in the Bible.
Yes.
Now I know that there has been some relaxation in that, but that's the premise of the whole thing was the Bible. I mean, everything that you memorize and everything all the steps and everything is all about phrases and verses in the Bible.
Yeah, and then you're saying that
if you don't believe in the Bible,
well, no, but remember you were saying about Catholics, even though they believe in the Bible that we believe in,
I think
they can't.
That.
Well, you were saying before when you were in it.
When I first joined,
yes,
there was
a thing about it because you have to
about Masons and stuff not being able to be Catholic, and that's why I think John F. Kennedy never became a Mason, even though every president in the United States up until I think Obama had always been a Mason.
Yeah, because Obama, I think, was Muslim secretively. He says he's Christian, but
JFK didn't join Masons because he was a Catholic, and you have to reveal everything to your priest in confession.
Yeah, I heard. Yes, you get to tell everything, so you can't give me any secrets because you're going to tell your priest, and your priest isn't part of the Masonry thing, and you can't even talk about it outside the meetings. Correct?
Right.
So, okay.
And really, I think if you read all this stuff about
why
it became a secret society.
Well, hold on one second. My mom doesn't want her face shown, and I could totally understand because of persecution over this stuff.
No, it's not persecution.
Well, no, you could. Okay. Well, okay. So. Hold on. Okay. So, what were the things that you did these ritual things that you did, like these? No, Mom. What is it?
I'll tell you later.
Why can't you tell me? Is that secret? See, why don't you want to tell me?
There isn't anything to
you are not being shown.
All it is that it creates a society just like a million societies, so that you then nobody has to work at making this society. It's open to everybody. And then nobody works at what it really means, you know? And so they made it more of a, you had to have somebody sponsor you. You had to have somebody come in that would say that you were a person of
Good.
that was worthy to perpetuate the traditions. Instead of it just being open and so diluted that nobody cared about it, they made it so that you had to. It's kind of like, Harvard University or any of those places. If you want to join a sorority or fraternity or whatever, you have to do certain things to say, I'm worthy to be in this group. I'm worthy of being in the group. And that's basically all it is.
Okay.
It's
more of like a trust type of thing.
It's
like
more of a trust
it's
thing.
like I could trust you because you.
Because
go
back and look at how old the Masons are.
Yeah.
The Masons originally had a society that was like, I think Paul Revere and a lot of these people were in it. They were trying to create a foundation of this country. And there was secret societies to try to do this because the English were trying to take, the people that left England and come over here. And there's a lot of things in creating a tradition that was long term, that people could perpetuate, and it wouldn't be so diluted with people that didn't care about what it meant.
So you're saying that kept the same tradition, long standing, it has not changed.
Right.
There's no dilution to it. It's been the same since the dawn.
What they say today. It's almost, it reminds me of what
like the Bibles. The Bibles kind of been changed. The kings get them. They have. But like this you're talking about is there's no dilution. It's always been the same. It's always been trusted upon to be the same.
Like they say, is that people that get welfare for a lot of years
have
no motivation to go and work anymore.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's the same kind of thing. If there's no investment, if there's nothing you have to invest to be in something, then people don't make much effort to keep something like that going. So this is saying, hey, if you want to be in this, this is a commitment that you need to make, and somebody is sponsoring you, or you have a bloodline that says, yes, you know what, through tradition, this is what I'm going to perpetuate. I'm going to respect my heritage. I'm going to respect the long standing of what this represents, which basically the Masons is mostly about basing your life on the Bible and charity. I mean, the biggest things that they even say all the time, it's charity, love, charity, hope, love, religion, patriotism. It's all based upon that.
Do you know one of the, I think, members, like the Master Mason? I saw something online. I'm not quite sure. I don't know his name, but he started the Ku Klux Klan. Did you know that? He was a Master Mason or something like that?
I think, you know what? It's like...
Well, I know that's just one man out of the thing, and I can totally understand that, you know what I mean? But I know that I've seen on, a couple of things that they have his picture in a lot of the halls.
Well, and I'm sure that, at one time, there was people that also believed in segregation.
Yeah.
And also believed that whites had more rights than blacks.
Yeah, which is not fair at all.
If you look now, and sure, my my great-great-great-grandparents were in Germany, so it was a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But that was a mentality that was created by a society that perpetuated it.
Yes.
So you can't really blame them. They may have secretly said, "Hey, I don't agree with this," but it was the law at the time. I don't agree with a lot of the laws nowadays, but that doesn't mean I don't have to follow the laws. And there's means to go about trying to change the laws. And those laws got changed. So,
Very true.
Yeah, I don't believe, and there are bad people that are everywhere. I mean, look at our government. There's lots of bad people in our government, too.
Well, of course there are.
There's
this whole scale going on, Pizzagate, crazy stuff.
All kinds of scandals and
children
stuff.
going missing.
You know what? And hopefully, even within a society like this, you eventually weed those people out because their methodologies or their thought processes are not accepted. So they eventually, just by attrition, are weeded out because people don't associate with them and don't assume that what they're saying is the truth. So, but you can't control what people think. You can only make choices in your own life of whether you think that thinking is right or not.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time with sharing this breakdown of what you know about it. Thanks.